All right, everybody, we are live again. Dynasty Mirror Search for Huru. Thank you so much for joining us. I have my brother Fitzgerald Stephens on with us today. And before we get started, a couple of announcements. Tours, we're still rolling. Hold on, what happened? What happened? Let me go back. What happened? Fitzgerald, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, for some reason the screen just went haywire for some reason. But we have tours coming up. Okay, we still rolling to Africa. All right, the August 13th to the 19th for the Oshun Festival in Nigeria. We are still rolling August 13th to the 19th. And then December 4th through 12th, we will be in Sierra Leone for the Black Sit Dynasty Mirror collaboration. It is still going down, you guys. So if you're interested, go to dynastymirror.com. Go to dynastymirror.com, send me a message, and I will get all the details to you. Today's topic, we have Brother Fitzgerald on today. And I mean, during this down period, we're at home. A lot of us, with exception to the essential workers, but a lot of the essential workers are going to be home as well pretty soon. During this down period, you should be figuring out a way to take back control of your economy. A lot of us rely on and are dependent on somebody else in regards to our economy. And we see how that's affecting us right now. Many of us are being laid off. Many of us are being furloughed. And you're going home like, what am I going to do for money? Meanwhile, while you were in the position you're in as far as your corporate job, you should have been figuring out a way to replace that income with a home-based business just in case this day would come. Because it's not planned. Like no one knew this day was going to come, but it came. So right now, because of this experience, you should be figuring out a way to take back control of your economy instead of relying on somebody and being dependent on somebody else in regards to them providing for you and them controlling your economy. Because we can see how that can end when you have a situation like we're going through right now. Brother Fitzgerald Stephens, I defer to you.
Yeah, I mean, this is a perfect time to evaluate a lot of goals, not only your financial goals, your physical goals, your family goals, but I mean, now is not the time to panic. Now is the time to put a plan in motion with good actions to make sure that the A, you really can protect the things and the people that are valuable to you, especially economically, and B, which is the more important, to make sure something like this will never happen to you again if you're unfortunate not to have proper resources saved up or things in place to avert disaster. So it's very, very vital. It's very, very vital that we play it forward. I would suggest that you guys really turn the news off. Man, it can be depressing. I mean, I know I had to really, really turn it off. I was finding myself getting sad and going through all kinds of emotions, and sometimes just a foreboding feeling. So I traced it down to the various broadcasts that are on the news, especially with CNN, which I've been glued to. Doesn't do any good.
No good.
So the sun's going to shine tomorrow. It's going to come up tomorrow, but yes, there's a situation out there. But I find my energies, as well as working with Dynast Energy, can be much channel and could be better channeling, trying to create something to get out of this stuff. I was having insomnia and then got back. Like, why am I sad all the time? I got, I'm doing this, but it had really stopped my exercising, which I wasn't doing. Then it just takes you off your routine, because when people talk about dying and you hear so much about death and you hear so much about job layoff and you hear so much about people losing their livelihoods and people, and when you go on the Facebook posts, it's just been inundated with pictures of people like in hospital beds, but with the virus and stuff.
Unfortunately, I was one of them, unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That bothered me too. That was
For
a
sure, for sure. I
man.
was actually going to keep it under wraps, but I
I'm
know a
glad,
lot of
I'm glad you
people.
didn't. I
Okay.
would have been I would have been that would have bothered me if you did. But I really admit, man, and just on this channel, and I'll even admit to you, when you told me that, that affected me a lot more than what I realized. I wasn't prepared for you to say those words, and it threw me into a tailspin, because my brother and his lady kept asking, you hear from your friend, you help your friend, you hear from your friend. And I was like, man, I ain't hurt, I don't know what's going on. So it really threw me off. And then I started getting some of that back, man, when I knew you was all right and you was coming back online. Then I get a call from a friend of mine in New York, was going through similar terms. Thank God he didn't have that. And see, one of the things, Dynas, is really eerie about this thing, and I do mean eerie. Now, you and I live in the South,
Right.
man. Traditionally, this is allergy season. This is allergy
Wait,
season.
let me stop you right there. I thought it was my allergies at first. And then my condition just got worse. And I called my frat brother who's a doctor. And I'm like, look, something's not right. And he was like, call the ambulance. And I called the ambulance and, got tested and I got coronavirus. And I thought it was my allergies, but it's just something wasn't right. I mean, just my body, I was having just these muscle spasms and pain. And I couldn't, like, walking up the stairs of my house, walking up and down the stairs of my house was just, I had to get mentally, like early last week, Fitzgerald, like for me to get out of my hospital bed or my bed in general to go use the bathroom, I had to like mentally get prepared for sure. Like it was just tough. Like, I couldn't breathe. I was sucking up for air just to get up out of my hospital bed and go use the bathroom. Like it's just, I mean, I wouldn't wish this on anybody for sure.
Yeah, and I don't want people to take light of that. For those I know Prince Amir's homes. I've been there several times. Those stairs he have in his house, the wooden stairs, are like going up a dang stairmaster. Well, fine when and you're in great health and everything like that, but
Right.
they can be a crack challenge. And I know what the bathroom was nowhere away from his bedroom and stuff. For him to say that, and this is the thing. Now let's get back in the happy place. Let's get
Right.
back in a happy place.
Stay positive.
And Dynas and I are probably going to be some of the first people you ever hear this from. This is one of the best opportunity for you for you viewers in your lifetime right now. It really is. This is one of the best opportunity. What do you mean by that, man? You can recalibrate some goals. You got a chance to go after those goals. You got a chance to use those creative juices to really build something great for yourself. So while the world is talking doom and gloom, you got a really chance to put some of those plans you've probably been sitting on the back burner in motion right now. I mean, what are you else you're going to be doing? Some of you guys, your back plan needs to become your A plan.
Right.
And because the world isn't going back the same as it. I don't think people realize what this thing is doing to the economy, especially the medium and small businesses. It's just not going to go back the same. I just don't see that. I see a lot of businesses. A lot of business going to go out, and I see a lot of people going to lose their jobs because of this. If not, have to have a drastic lifestyle change. But and I see some people are going to take advantage of this. Some people are going to create something of their own self and make sure that them and their children are never in this position, and they're going to thrive. It's just it's up to the choices that individual chooses to make. I choose just to thrive. I'm looking at a comment on here, and I got to agree. Mr. and Miss Gantzwoods, and he or she has a huge type. Even a huge lotto win won't make me happy. ATM. Yeah, because it's just the stuff out there. So I don't want to. This program is not going to be one like, oh man, wow, this thing is really going to knock us all out, and life ain't going to be. I want to say, okay, there's a threat, but we don't have to be threatened. We can actually do something to neutralize this threat in our personal economy, our home. So, Dynas, you want to add any more to that?
Yeah, I mean, guys, we're offering a solution. I mean, there are many solutions, but we're offering a solution. Link is in the chat room. Click on the link, sign up as an affiliate. I will personally call you. Link will also be on the screen and it'll also be in the description. I mean, basically what we're offering is the opportunity to own your own gold franchise. I was looking for gold last night, just searching for gold if it's where it's being sold at. The majority of the websites I went to, because see, this is what they're not talking about. Now they want to talk about how hand sanitizer and toilet paper and the N95 mask you can't get access to. Now it's coming down to gold. Oh man, there's bees in my house. Now it's gold now. You're going to have a hard time to access gold. But with Care Bars, it's not an issue. So why not build your own franchise where you now could offer gold to others and earn a residual income off of that?
Why do people want to? Why is such a demand for gold now, Dennis?
Because I'll show you right now. This right here, people are losing faith in this, especially with inflation. The value of this is going down, but this right here, this gold, is a hedge against inflation. It appreciates. The value is always going up. So what all you're getting people to do is exchange this fiat currency for this gold right here. That's all you're doing. Fitzgerald, there's a bee in my house. Let me
Man, you better leave that poor bee alone, man. He got the right to exist. You leave that poor bee alone.
No. Go ahead, Fitzgerald. Let me go ahead.
No. Really with the demand of gold, it's so prevalent right now because people know more so than ever now that gold is money. It does have intrinsic value, that you can that it will continue to grow in value, that people will use it to acquire goods and services. Gold has been money for the last 5,000 years, and I don't see why it won't continue to be so. And people are looking for something like to really ensure their wealth. You know what? For the most part, for a lot of times, the banks, you can only keep printing money so long, Dynas.
Right.
You can only keep printing it for so long, and the more money you print, the less valuable the dollars or whatever currency you have is worth. And so gold is in the ground. It's only so much of it there. It just makes sense to hold that. People used to say, well, petroleum and you want that used to be up in a category. Yeah, it used to, but you see what gas is doing right now? You see what, it's going down. Why is it going down? Because the global demand has stopped. You don't see people going out there acquiring petroleum, as far as pretty much for people, the average people doing that. But hey, down here in Florida, gas about $1.83. I mean, it was like more than $1 of that like last year, almost $1 more. But what good is it, man? My vehicle hasn't moved the driveway in 3 days. Where you going to go? And so asset accumulation is what it's about. It's really what it's about, and that's what we believe what Carrot Bars will allow us to do. We know it will do it. Acquiring gold, creating a residual income, leaving something to our family in the event of our death, and taking advantage of tax breaks that a home-based business afford us. So we know we got to do something. We know standing still is not an option. Really never has been, but it's certainly not an option with where we are today, because people are afraid out there. People wonder how they're going to put food on the table. Okay, speaking for the U.S., the government is supposed to give a $1,200 stimulus check per adult, $500 for a child. I submit to you, a lot of Dynas, I submit to you, in many houses that money's already spent.
Right.
$1,200 is not a lot of money. It's not. It's not a lot of money. It's more money for someone else than it is for the next person. If you're like living at home with your parents, you don't have no bills, maybe $1,200, and maybe that do a little bit for you. But you got a mortgage and you got a family, and you're trying to put food on the table, trying to trade utilities, trying to catch up back bills. It's really not anything. So Dynas, my question with you, as well as the question to the audience, after the $1,200, then what are you going to do?
Exactly. And then people keep, and I want to address this comment in the chat room. A lot of people are very, very, very careful nowadays how and what they spend their money on. Listen, a lot of people are being furloughed. They're being let go from their jobs. What we're saying is it only makes sense to invest in a home-based business that gives you the opportunity to earn an income. I mean, why wouldn't you not invest in that? I mean, opportunity to earn an income. It only makes sense. Shout out to DeMarco Davis, everybody in the chat room.
Definitely shout out to DeMarco Davis. Good to see you, DeMarco. Very good to see you.
I mean, but unless you have another idea how you're going to earn an income that's not dependent on corporate America, which you see how that's working out right now. So, unless you want to, okay, you get let go from your corporate job and now you want to be on the front lines as far as delivery driver. I mean, you understand the risks that people are putting themselves in as far as being on these front lines. So if you're not about being on the front line, if you're furloughed from your job, working in a Amazon distribution center, which I think right now, if you go into a Amazon distribution center to work, I mean, and thank you guys. I mean, Amazon's important, but I think that's crazy. If you ask me, as far as the risk that you're putting yourself in contracting this disease.
But
So
but it's not crazy, Don Ass. But it's not crazy. What's crazy is people being in that position where they have to take risks like that.
right,
There are plenty of people, who have income, who are still creating residual income, who have other investment is coming in, so they don't got to put themselves at risk. Far as with that, I know a person who works at the Amazon warehouse, and I'm concerned about this individual constantly. Constantly, I'm concerned about them, but you know what the logic is? I have to make money.
right.
They have a carrot bar business too. Now I'm growing that with for that individual, and things that and that's looking pretty good. But a lot of people, man, they take these risks because they have the resource. Most of all they have to have the resources. Most all risks that I've taken in my life, it had to do something with trying to acquire more resources. And so I was in a better condition like I was. I could go out there and get a job. I mean, I could go out there and get a thing, but I happen to be one of those individuals with some pre-existing health conditions. And an individual that once I lost my job, I pretty much lost my insurance.
Right.
Okay. So I'm feeling great now, and I want to keep feeling great. So I'm in isolation. So I'm not about to go out there and roll the dice on something that can put me down. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I had the bone marrow transplant about 26 years ago. I had other diagnoses and things like that. I mean, I know what being very, very sick is, and I know what always coming near death means, and I don't want to go for that. Now, 26 years ago, you subtract that, I was a probably 20, 25, 24-year-old young man, not the age I am right now. Even though I feel good, I'm not going to take that risk. I just can't. But at the end, at the other thing, I can look like, wow, I still need to live. I still need to rate income. Well, fortunately, I had created my carrot bar business. Of course, that creates me income that I can deal with from the safety of my home. And so that I can really, really build up and keep expanding that. And so for those of you who are the essential workers, i.e. the nurses and the doctors, hey, I applaud you. The first responders, I applaud you. The people who keep the store shelves stocked, man, I applaud you. You're getting the recognition that you have long been overdue. See, now you are the star athlete. You're those people who should have long got that type of recognition for us. For you to the truck driver, who bring goods and services across this country. Don't ask. I have the custodial workers, the sanitation workers down here to pick up our trash. They do it 2 times a week down here. Man, you know what, man? I take that crew bottled water. I just go ahead and give them a bottle of cold water out of my fridge, and I just say, hey, man, I appreciate you guys, what you're doing, and they be out there sweating and they're working, but I don't want the trash to stop. because
Right.
we sitting in the garage and stuff like that. So also, and so I called some friends of mine, and I let them know how very much I appreciated them. Some of them who are not in this business with me, that doesn't make a difference. I'm reaching out to people and touching, checking on people, or checking on, hey, you need anything? Anything we can pray about, anything anything we it's what's going on with you, because this thing is vexing a lot of people mentally.
Right.
So at the end of the time, so the way Dynas, I started coming back online is, man, I got back to work. I got back in somebody low episode, hey, Fitzgerald, I'm interested in this Care Bar business. I'm interested in starting something. And because then I got engaged with helping other people. And so that's what helped snap me out of it. And so, and then the fact of the matter is to know that I got a chance to build income where I'm not destitute. I just got a chance to do that, to build something up for my own. So, and that's what we're on. That's what the thing we're offering you too, because you know what, this is very, very serious. Inaction is an action, and
Right.
and not to do something, you are already doing something. You're not going to like the results.
Absolutely. So, guys, basically what we're doing, what we're offering, click on the link in the chat room, sign up as an affiliate, my affiliate link. It's also on the screen. It's also in the description. All you're doing, to keep it simple, you're getting people to exchange this fiat currency for this gold, which is going up in value, and you get paid a commission, and you can build a residual income earning business around that. That's all we're doing, just to keep it simple. But Fitzgerald, if you want to go and dive a little bit deeper into Care Bars, go right ahead.
Yeah, and before I do that, because I'm looking at some of the comments right now, Dynas, and I never did this before, but I'm going to say this really right here. A lot of the listeners have trouble sticking to topic. I'm looking at stuff. Someone talking about gas, and someone talking about the countries that America invades, and someone talk about China and stuff. Let me get something straight. Let me tell y'all something real quick. Drop that foolishness. Here's why. This channel is about trying to create economic revenue, residual revenue, build up wealth, build up things where you're not destitute in your own home. You got to learn how to stick to the topic. Building up, recreating a business, creating a residual income, creating a generational income, minimizing tax benefits where not only you and your family will possibly to survive, but more than thrive around 140 countries. That'd be like me talking about this, and I'm talking about on this stream with this, and then I goes, hey, Dynas, man, tell me what the University of Georgia going to be playing football this year. Or I'm like, hey, Dynas, tell me what Kappa Alpha Psi, or what, where you guys holding your next dance start at? Or I'm saying, hey, Dynas, man, hey, what they doing on the playground back in Sacramento where you grew up? It doesn't have anything to do with the topic. Right. So when I come on, what we're trying to do, hey, we're offering you a way to, to understand that gold is money. Understand that you gotta put something together economically for your house. I've been saying this. We've been saying this since June of last year. Now we got a scenario that we couldn't even dream. This sounds like something out the end times. We didn't even dream. I used to talk about, well, what would happen if you lose your job? Well, the job losses are here on a global scale. What would happen if you get sick? Well, a lot of people are getting sick, as far as with this, as a result of this, especially those who have pre-existing condition. The thing is attacking everyone. What happens if your income was to stop? That's gonna happen now. What happens if all of a sudden your company, it wasn't there anymore? This is happening on a global scale, but it doesn't happen to you. We are here. When we talk about the Care Bar opportunity, it's simple as this. You save a lot of gold, you tell a lot of people, you make a lot of money. Now, for those of you who wish to go in the left field, talk about, is it black owned? Dynas, why don't you get together with a king and create your own mine? Literally, we had a question like that. Someone asked that question.
And if Fitzgerald, let me stop you right there. Then they came back on and said, well, I have my own mines in Africa. So why don't you provide the gold for the people?
Exactly. Exactly. If you have a solution, if you have a solution as far as what you're doing right now, especially something a solution that betterments people and the stuff, hey, we welcome it. It's no big deal. But far as what Dynas and I have been, from men who have both had their own game for a while, men who have been involved in different referral based marketing, which network marketing, whatever you want to call it, $180 billion industry per year that it generates, and it's still generating income like that. But being involved in this the years we ain't never seen nothing like Care Bars. Right. To this day we ain't seen. I mean, we have made more income and have more success than all the other stuff we had combined. And how do we have that success? The success was quite simple. We take this right here. And I'm not going to tell you guys how much that is. We take this right here, and then we transfer it into this right here. Those are gram increments. When I went out and I joined this thing January 14th, 2015, this right here, an ounce of this I could buy for $1,160. If you type in the price of gold, you can go on a goldprice.org right now. But you type onto that right now, you're going to see it's close to $1,700 an ounce. In other words, I went from $1,160 an ounce to $1,700 right now just by holding this. That look like a pyramid to you? Think about that concept before, think about that concept now. Okay, now also, I also was able to create a residual income that I get paid in euros from 146 countries around the world, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I also have a component in there that I have in my business right now. And if something happens to me or my death, and I have to think about things like this, something happens to me, my business is automatically left to two very close beneficiaries of mine. But the income that I'm creating with this, all my gold holdings go right to them. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I have close to 11,000 affiliates in my account, in my business around the world. Okay, not to brag, but just to show you what I went to work, and I went to work way before this thing going on, and I'm working more serious now than ever, because the times demand more seriousness now. And then on the other hand, like that, I'm also able to benefit from the tax breaks that a home-based business affords me. That's all we're doing. So, so someone may say, well, Fitzgerald, I don't want to do what you and Dynas do. I don't want to go ahead and talk to people. That's great. I just want to acquire gold. That's great. Well, Fitzgerald, I can acquire it from someone else. Yeah, you can acquire gold from someone else. Yes, you can do that. But can they beat free? Well, let me say that again. Can they beat free? Because if I get about 5 people to collect at least a gram of gold a month for this for themselves, Carrot Bars will give me 25 grams of free gold. Just for doing that. Just for building wealth. And it's nice that we're able to create an income for ourselves, ladies and gentlemen. For some of you, maybe this is a broke record. That's not my intention. I just want to get something through. A little over 3 weeks ago, I lost a 6-figure income job because of a little virus that started somewhere around the world, and people wasn't letting me in their homes. I was in high power sales.
Shout out to R. Williams, everybody in the chat room. Carrot Bars affiliate.
Six figures, poof, just like that. Hey, you know what? And Dynas can tell you, and a lot of you ladies and gentlemen can tell me right on the phone. You just don't go out and get jobs like that overnight.
No.
You go up on that level. You got to have a degree of skill. You got to have a degree of connection. You got to, it takes some time, but all that time it took me to fight in there, poof, it disappeared in one meeting. You know, when I was called in, not any fault of my own, but thank God I had another revenue stream. And so that's really what we've been talking about. You know, you want to maximize your income far as through Carrot Bars, you know, as far as like they get you on the tax deductible business package. Dynas and I recommend the VIP. Why? Because that's where the maximum income potential is realized. But you have three more other packets right there, right, that you could choose from too. It just gives you an opportunity to put something together as far as for your own. So when people ask me, this is the most intelligent comment I have seen right here. Not that
let me stop you real quick. To make this question simple, when do we see the money? When you put the effort in and build your business. I just don't.
Why do people
get these questions, Fitzgerald? Like, are you trolling?
I'm talking about left field, man. I mean, what?
Are you trolling? When do you see the money?
This is what I'm talking about, left field, man. You better answer that to me.
You control that in our life. I mean, where do these questions come from?
No.
When do you see the money? When you put in the work.
I'm seeing an incredible comment right here, and there are a lot of intelligent comments on here, but I'm seeing one that really sticks out, and not only because it's in bold letters, by Mr. or Miss Gantswood, Gantswod. People, and he or she has in bold letters. And you know what? I can bring you on the stream and just let you expound upon this point right now. And you would be saying exactly what Dynas and I are saying. Dynas, the comment simply says this: people are desperate now for cash.
Right.
That's all he or she has said. And that's right. That's right. They are. You know, and people was and we had another intelligent question on last stream. It said, well, why would someone want to invest in this right now? You know, money is made to be put in motion. Right. Money has to be put in motion. If it stays still, it dies. It just goes backward. Money has to be invested, because the job of money is to go out and get more money for you. So if you're not if you're not investing in yourself and putting money into a vehicle that can bring you back, the money that you're holding on, you're eventually going to lose. It's definitely going to lose its purchasing power. You know, it's definitely going to do that. Would you rather have a bunch of this right now, or you rather have this? I think a combination of both. I mean, I really do. And so that's all we're talking about. But see, the reason Dynas and I are a little bit more, sterner right now with these questions, because these questions will take us from the objectives. These things don't have anything to do with it. And we often, we're kind of nice with a lot of times with people. They call in there, they come up with some left field. I just don't feel like dealing with you today. You know what, you know, listen, if you're trying, there is an economic famine in the world. Everyone is being touched by this. Don't make a difference that you're still getting paid for your job or not. You know, everyone, borders are being closed. State borders are being closed. People's jobs are drying up. People are dipping into their retirement savings and the things just to live, not to go on no vice vacation to Cancun or Sierra Leone or Namibia. No, to keep food, to keep mortgages on, paid, to keep bills paid, to keep those things that keep looking out for people who depend upon them, you know. And so they only have so long before those resources are going to dry up. Because what do I mean by that? If you don't have an income that keeps replenishing your reserves that you have, eventually your reserves going to dry up. So we're talking about creating an income, you know, and creating an income that is from 146 countries around the world, that literally you can operate and run a global business from the comfort of your home, doing with a cell phone. Why is that so important? Well, I can't leave home now. I mean, I go to the supermarket and pick up stuff, but technically I don't really need to go down there. I got enough food to last me. I'm just bored as hell for a lot of times. But, you know, I can't let that boredom, get me in a situation where I'm around someone. I don't know who's carrying this or who not, so I got to keep protecting myself. But in the meantime, I got to keep making income. I got to stay ahead of this curve. And so that's what Dynas and I are doing. And right now, this is pretty much mine and many of my business partners' only income. And we're doing well. And stuff like that. So no one has told Carrot Bars that, hey, you guys got to shut down. No one has told us we can't operate. We're still getting paid every Friday in euros on MasterCard, and that's the thing that what we invite. But you know what? Once again, to not do something is to do something. You don't have the luxury of staying still anymore. You really don't. You just don't. So if not this, then what? That card right there is loaded up on euros that I can go take out cash from an ATM. I can pay car notes. I can pay mortgages. Like anywhere that MasterCard is accepted, I can do that. So we're looking for business partners or people who want to do the same thing, and we want to help you do that as far as protection of your family if you choose to. We're not in the business of begging anyone, and we're certainly not in the business of trying to the plead with anyone to join. But we do look for business partners because we just simply want to offer you the same opportunity that was offered us. Dynas was offered this opportunity by me. I was offered this opportunity by Michael Delco, and he was offered this opportunity by Nate Hines, and Nate Hines was offered by Ty Best and stuff. And it is a group of men and women who are pooling our talents and talents together to help build wealth in another's home, in addition to doing ours. So that's it in a nutshell, Dynas. And I'll let you go on because you did something last night I really liked.
What's that?
And I like the way we're doing with the time frame. You simply said I wished I would have started my home base carrot bar business way before this.
Right.
And I wished I would have started. But why didn't he start? I'll tell you why he didn't start it. He was making six figures at a major Fortune 200 company. He was comfortable. He was able to travel to Africa when he wanted. He had the resources all the way the way he wanted and things like that. Dynas didn't leave his job. Dynas wasn't fired from his job. He left his job. And maybe I should let him tell his story more so to him. But I was one of the persons he was called. I was one of the person who he was counseling, like, hey, Fitzgerald, should I make this move and stuff like that? He actually left them because he was traveling to Africa too much. They weren't going to let him keep doing that. They had cut his territory in half. For those of us who are in sales and who understand what that means, someone cuts a prime territory for you. They just cut your money. All right. That's what that means. And so he, like I, got ready to get jerked around, because I had a great job that I love, working at a software. Dynas was one of my counselors. He's one of the main person I called before I took that job. Right. And we was talking about it, what it meant. Well, I loved it. It was working out pretty good until I got the wrong doctor report. Until I this is way before Corona, and I got a doctor report that just threw my life in a turnstile, and and eventually I was fired from that job. But so I already had my carrot bars thing in place, and back then, man, it was probably that happened in February of 2019. And here it is February 2019. I had 3,000 affiliates in my business. Still pretty good, decent business. Right now, fast forward a little over a year, right now, that thing is up to close to 11,000. So I went to work because when you lose your income and you start thinking like, wow, man, this has really put me in a bad situation, put a lot of stress on my marriage, putting a lot of things in there, the way I view marriage and relationship. My wife has my last name. I don't have hers. Some of y'all will catch that pretty soon. Right. She has my last name. I don't have hers. That was my job to figure out, and that was my job to get to work with it. And I did something about it. And so just because the relationship but the marriage didn't last, didn't mean that my dream didn't last. My dream, like, I didn't ever want to be in that position again. And I don't, and maybe this was the last straw, Dynas, that it took with me to realize, man, because I went out there, man, maybe I got to go get work. Maybe I'm busy. Maybe I need to do this, but it didn't make me give full throttle to my business like I am right now. Because, I was thinking on a level like, maybe it's something else out there, but no, it is nothing. There is nothing else in reference to carrot bars. There is nothing else. Dynas, you remember, and now it doesn't make a whole lot sense to you what I have said in the past. You remember one of my sayings was, there is no such thing as a good job. You remember I used to say that? Right. Does it make a little bit more sense now?
Absolutely.
No. So this is all what we're offering. We don't need it. We don't need to go into a lot of things. And if this is not for you, great, great. You know, this is not for you, great. Please don't sit up there and bore me with your unintelligent comments about, you know, the if ands of that and the buts and what about this and what about that and everything. Questions that merit like, okay, Fitzgerald, what if you're saying that, then what's an intelligent question in your eyes in reference to the subject you're talking about? Great. Okay. Is there a cost association with joining Carrot Bars? No, it's free to join. Do I have to purchase a minimum amount of gold? No. Am I required to get a business package? No, you're going to want one, but you're not required anyone. Do I have to go ahead and get out there and tell other people? No, but you're going to want to do it. What if I don't really want to necessarily follow you and Dynas's teaching and I want to go out there and do it my own way? What if I want to go hang flyers on people's doors and put, run around with a magnet on my car saying, join my Carrot Bar business? Yeah. You can do whatever you want. It's your business. All I could just counsel you in first what Dynas and I have built, and the money we have derived, we can counsel you on what's the best way to do it. But it's your business. Fitzgerald, do I work for you? No. Fitzgerald, do I have to pay you a certain percentage of my income? No. Dynas, are you going to require me to attend any meetings, or do I got to report to you, give conference call? No. It's your business. Prince Amir runs his business the way he wants to run it. I run my business the way I want to run it. Prince Amir happens to listen to me because my team is over 9 times bigger than he is. He knows I've been doing this thing, have more time in it. He knows by following my counsel, what I've helped him realize great financial gains. He knows I'm sitting up there and make myself available to him. So why would you reinvent something? Why would you go ahead and try to do that? Success leaves clues. If you have a chance to follow a mentor who's been where you're trying to go, it would behoove you to follow him. But understand, you don't have to do anything. This is voluntary. It's your business. If you want to join, register on a free link right there that Dynas Amir has. It takes about 7 minutes to fill out that form. You register as an affiliate. You're going to get an email from Carrot Bar. You click on to verify your account. Great. Then more likely you're going to get a call from Dynas Amir, welcome you to the team. He's going to turn you over to me. My phone number 1716-573-6296. My email address fitzgeraldstephens@gmail.com. What you call me? That's my personal number. And what I do, I tell you about how to set your business up, help you with your business packet, your KYCs. I go down over a goal statement with you, which is very, very important. I get to asking, why are you doing this? What income amount do you want to make? You give that to me. I say, great. Okay, here's a plan that based on what you're telling me, I think is going to go ahead and do that and achieve that. I plug you into a system called Wealth Builders, created by Tyrone and Valerie Best. It's going to show you exactly how to build a global team that will be a profitable global team. And that's all we do. That's all we do. We pay ourselves first in an asset, and by paying ourselves each and every time I acquire this, my wealth goes up. That's all we do. We don't complicate things. Number
one more time. In fact, I put in the chat. Go
ahead. My personal number. I mean personal, not a burner phone, not a Google Voice. 1-716-573-6296. 1-716-573-6296. The email address is fitzgeraldstephens@gmail.com. And yes, I do answer it. Yes, I answer. People call me from all over the world, be it WhatsApp or direct number, and I will take time to train you and stuff like that. It's someone on your job or someone in other companies. Are they going to take personal time to help you build wealth? Because really, corporate America works like this. I mean, why am I going to teach you everything I know? Because you might replace me. And one thing in this time, Dynas, I think is so vital, man. A lot of people are feeling alone. A lot of people are isolated, can't go anywhere. Now is the best time to network with others who are trying to get on a positive bent, or especially a positive financial event to show you a vibe, should I say, to show you how to do so, because you need to connect with people. Because these 4 walls will drive you crazy, man. I count a day. I went up the stairs, and I counted 23 black marks on the wall. 23 black marks on the wall. I didn't know that.
Fitzgerald, oh God, Fitzgerald.
That's what I did. I mean,
Fitzgerald, go outside.
yeah, I do. I got outside, but there's 23 black marks on the wall when I go up the stairs.
Go outside, Fitzgerald.
Second level, 23 black marks. Hey man, them black marks really sticking out down there.
Go outside.
But 23. But on the other hand, you know, in my Carrot Bar business, I have a personal account and a business account. I'm VIP in my personal account and a business account. I found out that there was money in my business account that I didn't even know about today. You know, and Don asked what I did. I ordered my business card from my business account, and you know, got that shipped to me. Ladies and gentlemen, we are just as serious about your wealth and your household as we as our own. See, that's the beautiful thing about this. You know, you get to meet people, and you don't necessarily have to meet them in person. You get to meet people and know them, and you get to know about their dreams, and you know about what they're trying to do for their families, and you get a part in helping them do that. I'm happy to say right now, I have invites from affiliates in Uganda, Tanzania, South Africa, Nigeria, the UK, Australia, Trinidad. I talk to these people, and the Keys and the Jonases of the world over in Accra, you know, in Ghana, and you know, and people are extending hospitality out here. People are really, really excited about having me, you know, come over there and see them. You know why? Because they know that I help them and their family build wealth. That's a powerful thing. Like Fitzgerald, don't worry about a hotel. You just get here, man. We'll take care of you, and I believe it. They're not just telling me that. And one day I'm going to make trips like that. I'm going to be doing trips like that to help my business partners, because literally what I'm in a position right now, my work is my play. Man, if I didn't have Carrot Bars right now, and not only at my age, because if you don't have resources, your age don't matter. You know, if I didn't have Carrot Bars right now, if I didn't have the ability to create wealth and create income for myself, especially in a time like this, man, I don't know what I would do. You know, I hear Amazon is hiring 1,000 people. Okay, great. But if someone sneezes wrong, you could be in intensive care. You know, right. Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister of the UK. I mean, he caught this thing. Now, what makes that significant? What makes that significant? Here's a man who is a global leader, who has access to some of the best medical care in the world, and who is extraordinarily wealthy, but that couldn't save him. I'm looking at people of color, and you know, the brown and the black, brown skin, black skin people and stuff like that. Man, this thing, I don't know how it runs in other parts of the world, but over in the United States, it's decimated us. Why? Because generally we're underinsured. Generally we're the last hired, first fired. Generally, you know, I think it's for every white family who has something close to $150,000 in net worth on the average, black families have somewhere like maybe 35 or 20, something ridiculous like that. Hispanic have a little bit more, but you know, Asians is the highest group of that. But we don't have the resources, you know, and so if you get sick, you know, people go to the hospital. What about those of us who don't have insurance? When I lost my job, they're with my insurance. Right. This is a serious dang situation. This is a serious situation, and so a lot of our communities are being blasted like that, especially for the brown and black skinned people in this nation, United States, and it's only going to get worse. You know what? The news is just now starting to report that. You know, right. You know, and we're looking at things like, God, man, you know, what are we going to do? And so you got to figure out a way to create wealth. Wealth matters. You can dance around it all you want. You can make excuses talking about how you're going to research and everything else you want to do. You know, but you need resource. You need income. You know, it's no way around that. You know, and so we.
Real quick, Hiram, if you sell to somebody in the UK or in Europe, then I guess they'll pay in euros. If you sell to somebody in America, they're going to pay you in USD. If you sell to somebody Nigeria, I'm guessing they're going to pay you in naira. So I hope that answers your question.
Is he or she referring to how you get paid with this?
She wants to know if they acquire this. Well, it's just the question was if you acquire this in USD, can you sell it back and receive euros?
If you're in a country that gives you euros,
yeah, that's what I'm saying, Hiram. If
you have to think about that nation's currency. Mr. or Miss Hiram, I think Diane said Lady Hiram. Lady Hiram, get this out your head that you're selling any of this. You hold this. Last week I did a thing that 5 people the 5 things that the wealthy do, and they buy and hold assets, because this asset's going to generate. If you want to create income, if you want to do income, what you do, you build your global team and create euros on your MasterCard. Ma'am, I started picking this stuff up in 2015. Why would I want to sell something that's went up almost $600 in 5 years? I mean, $500 in 5 years. Why would I want to sell it? What is this thing going to be doing at the end of this year? Maybe the 1,700 is going to be maybe 1,700 and 300 euros. I don't know, but this keeps going up. So why in the world will I want to part with that? I don't. If I want to do bills, I go do stuff like this, and I take cash off of this, and I use this. I don't sell my gold. This is going to be for my generations, my children that I'm yet to have, or my estate. So this is going to be a part of my wealth building estate. That's how I want you to think. But as I stated, it's your business. I'm just doing what some of the wealthy people do that I'm seeing, especially like in Carrot Bars. They're not parting with their gold. So they're not parting with their gold. If we need to build money, we go out there and talk to someone, make money for us with that by acquiring our packages, getting package bonus, getting euros and everything, and that's how we live. But that's what we do.
This will be the last question that we'll close out. If you spend about 5-10 minutes on how we get compensated, building a team, or whatnot. Ignore the trolls. We have trolls in here.
Yeah, how you know I'm looking at this food? This food called Cocoon Patrol. Because your comment ain't did nothing but piss me off.
Ignore the trolls. It's the same person.
You like that? Diane called y'all because I was getting ready to rip you a new one. Man, you an idiot. And so you know what?
It's the same person.
Block him. It is personal to me, but because what, once again, this is the thing we talk about, as far as with that. By the way, I got a 4-year degree from University of Alabama, 25 years of sales and market experience in bilingual, talk about someone who will speak well, man, you clown, but if you're sitting around here, Diane, and you're looking at something that has the ability to create something for you by leveraging the efforts of other people, and that can literally have income coming in from multiple sources, without you necessarily having to be at those multiple places to get that, it means surely it's worth something for you looking at.
Right.
Surely. I mean, it only makes common sense with me. And then you said that was the last question. And
as far as people, how do we earn income? How do we get paid?
Well, you get paid what you can get paid, with your assets appreciating in value, going up in value. B, you can make money by way of package bonuses. When you buy one of your package bonus, you get 10% of the bonus that's you get 10% of the package that someone else acquires as a result of you bringing them into this business personally. C, you can get what's called a dual team income. When you get the dual team is created by the purchases of products, i.e. gold, packages, any other number of products we have through the system. There's a unit value attached to those. When you get 25 units on one side, 50 units on another side, you're going to get a dual team payout. Well, if you have a VIP package like Dynas and I, every time that happens somewhere in the world, you're going to get 80 euros. Okay. And then if you have a gold package, 25 units on one side and 50 units on another side. Every time that happens, you're going to get paid 60 euros. Not bad, you know. And if you have a silver package, 25 units on one side, 50 units on another side, you're going to be paid 50 euros. And if you have a bronze package, 25 units on one side and 50 units on another side, you're going to get paid 40 euros. Other words, Dynas and I get paid double what a bronze package holder does for doing the exact same work. Now, if someone would say, okay, Fitzgerald, what package do you recommend I come in? I'm going to say the VIP, provided that's what's good for your budget. And why did I say VIP? Because you're at the maximum of the compensation plan. But you say, okay, Fitzgerald, I can't come in like that. I can't come in like that. What would you recommend? I would recommend the minimum coming in as a silver package, and here's why. Because Carrot Bar has this incentive program that if you coming in as a silver, if you was to get 5 silver packages within a 5-week period, Carrot Bars is automatically going to promote you to a gold package. Now we can, and then and let's just say you accomplish that in the first 2 weeks. I mean, you're going to make commissions, you're going to get package payouts and everything else like that. So you have 3 more weeks left in that 5 weeks that you use. If you go ahead and find 5 gold packages within that 3-week period left of the 5-week period that you have total, you're going to get promoted automatically to a VIP for 3. That move alone is going to save you close to 5,000 euros. And you're just going to get paid, and you're going to be at the top of the compensation plan simply by hustling. Well, you could, if you want to do with a bronze, 5 bronze within a 5-week period, get paid to a silver, and then 5 silvers in a 5-week period, that you can easily get promoted to a gold. But the reason I said silver, because you have 2 upgrades, so we're trying to get you to VIP as fast as we can. And once you get that level, you'll understand why you need to be there, and that gives you the top compensation. So that's just an incentive right there, and we've had people who have achieved that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So guys, once again, link is in the chat room. All right. Again, link is in the chat room. Sign up as an affiliate. Link is also on the screen. It's also in the description. Sign up as an affiliate. I will personally call you and get you. Then we'll get you contact with Fitzgerald, and we will get you guys up and running.
Dynas, on another hand, I'm going to do something that should be done right here. For the audience members that I let this Coon Patrol get to me. He has a great name. I apologize to you guys. I should have never let this individual get to me like that. But my temper is activated by rudeness and stupidity, and he is the epitome of them both. But that don't got anything to do with y'all. I apologize, for letting people get under my skin like that. I don't know if people just, I'm human, just like anybody else. Especially when in your heart that you're really trying to help people, and you get people attack that for you trying to help people who don't do anything to anything, who don't bring anything constructive to the table. If you were to say, hey, Fitzgerald, I think there's a better way. Okay, let's sit down and talk about it. Respect and tone is everything with me. But nevertheless, I owe this audience an apology, and I owe the host, my friend Dynas Demir, an apology, because I never should have let that bother me like that. I think what I'm going to start doing, Dynas, is turning these comments off, because but when I have my cell phone and when I'm streaming, I can't see the comments on my computer, but I look on my phone, because what it allows me with comments that come up, that some great questions like, can you upgrade package at the time of progress from silver to gold? And that was Mr. Miss Gantwood. Those are questions I want to be able to really connect with my audience in real time. But obviously, it was proven to me today that if I'm going to really be, taking these attacks like that, if it's throwing me off my rhythm, maybe I just need to shut that off. So Prince Dynas Demir, please. Please forgive me for for losing. No, it's not. That's why you and I have such a wonderful friendship, because the respect's always been there. And I definitely like to apologize to the audience members, who really want to know, really want to know how to improve and how to do this, and those who really are curious about this. I apologize for letting this individual take me off my rhythm to help you, because for that, please accept my apologies, and by the grace of God, hopefully that won't happen again, where I just get off a line like that.
Yeah. So guys, sign up as an affiliate. Okay. Meet us halfway. Sign up for your free account. Sign up as an affiliate. We will personally call you. So I know there are a lot of questions being asked in the chat room. Again, sign up as an affiliate, and I will personally call you, and then we will answer your questions, because we cannot answer everyone's question in the chat room, okay? Because we'll be here all day and all night. So sign up as an affiliate. We will call you, and we'll get you up and running. Fitzgerald, anything else you want to share in closing?
Yeah, and that's another great point. But say when you call me, and I'm going to spend the time with you to get your questions answered, and stuff. So we just limited time for us what we can do right here. But when you do call, make sure you're already registered before you make a phone call with me, because mine and Dynas's time is simply too valuable for us to call just out of curiosity. Now, for those of you who want to look into more, Dynasty, you can put this website up and put in therealmoney.info. That's what we recommend, as far as for people who, maybe I want to do a little research. Put in therealmoney.info. It takes about 30 minutes. And then after that, you decided you want the business is you, go back to Dynasty's channel and register under his link. But that's gonna answer a whole lot of questions even better than I could. So we got the answers there as far as for you. And on this note, everyone have a great evening. Dynast, thank you for having me on your show.
Oh, no problem, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Make sure you go to dynastyspirit.com. Like, share, subscribe. Until next time, family. Peace.